This is M News with Barley Ning. Good morning. We begin with breaking news. A man has died after falling onto the Tongariro Crossing. Let's go live now to Harper Scott in our newsroom. Good morning, Harper. What do we know this morning? And a rahui is in place until Friday, April 12. Emergency services were called at 9:30 yesterday morning, Harper, so what do we know? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you very much. So, Harper, what do we know live from Tongariro, where this man died after falling onto the Tongariro Crossing? Emergency services were called at 9:30 a.m. yesterday morning. Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. In breaking news, Metservice will issue a red warning for Fiordland and Westland after this heavy rain. Let's go live now to Oliver Fox in Fiordland. Good morning, Oliver. What do we know this morning? Okay, Oliver Fox, thank you. A new TA rule, no vaccine, no party. Let's bring in Ariana Cherdon and Juliet Jacades. Good morning, Ariana Cherdon and Juliet Jacades. A new teacher aid rule. So what do we know this morning? So, Ariana Cherdon and Juliet Jacades, are there any new rules? The new TA rule, new TA vaccine rule. Okay, Ariana Cherdon, Juliet Jacades, thank you. Riley's vaccine rollout is underway this morning, but police will force everyone in Riley 1 and Riley 2 to get their COVID vaccination, or they'll be arrested and pay a fine up to $25,000. Let's bring in Riley 1 correspondent Lulu Taki, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Lulu. What do we know? So, Lulu, who is expected not to get the COVID jab? Okay, Lulu, thank you. New poll shows drop in support for National and ACT. Let's go live now to political reporter Sarah Watkins in Wellington for us this morning. Good morning, Sarah. A new poll shows drop in support for National and ACT. So why is this, Sarah? And there is a plan to fix student attendance, Sarah, so by the ACT Party. Okay, Sarah, so what do we know this morning live? And Sarah, why has the government planned to fix students' attendance? And also, Sarah, parents will be fined if kids are taken out of class for 1 whole week. So this is not looking good, Sarah. So do you know why they will do this, Sarah? And do you have any other updates for us this morning, Sarah Watkins in Wellington? Okay, Sarah Watkins live in Wellington. Thank you very much. Wellington High School phone ban from April 29. Let's bring in 11 MCR correspondent Jake Doran. Good morning, Jake. What do we know this morning? Okay, Jake, MCR correspondent Jake Doran, thank you. As you already know, every school in the country will finish on Friday. Let's bring in Imogen Brown, who joins me. Good morning, Imogen. What do we know? Okay, Imogen, thank you. Riley's vaccine rollout update now. Police will target on people who don't want the COVID vaccine. Let's bring in Riley 1 correspondent Lulu Taki, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Lulu. What do we know? Live. Okay, Lulu, thank you. Fines will increase for people who yawn in class. Let's go live now to. Let's just leave Lulu on. Let's go live now to Riley 1 correspondent Lulu Tucky, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Lulu. What do we know? Why will fines increase for people who yawn in class? Okay, Lulu, thank you. One person is dead after a crash on State Highway 8 near Tekapo. Let's bring in Harper Scott, who joins me now. Good morning, Harper. What do we know? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. Just to repeat, one person is dead after a crash on State Highway 8 near Tekapo. Let's bring in Juliet Ducades, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Juliet. What do we know live? Why is one person is dead after a crash on State Highway 8 near Tekapo? Okay, Juliet Ducades, thank you. Doing your weather update now is cloudy periods to Auckland 24, cloudy periods in Hamilton 24 as well, a few showers in Tauranga 22, sunny and warm in Hastings 26, sunny and warm in Napier 26, morning cloudy periods 1 to 2 layers in Wellington 20, light rain at times this morning in Christchurch 26, light rain at times after 12 p.m. in Dunedin 16. Now, just to repeat, one person is dead after a crash on State Highway 6. Aftershocks have rattled Taiwan after that 7.4 earthquake. Let's bring in Jeremy Sutton live from Sendai this morning in Japan. Good morning, Jeremy. What do we know this morning? Where the time in Sendai right now is 5:16 a.m. Okay, Jeremy Sutton, thank you. West Coast emergency staff preparing for the worst of that deluge. Let's go live now to Harper Scott on the West Coast. Good morning, Harper. What do we know this morning? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. So, what do we know this morning on this heavy rain in Westland, Harper? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. Millions of Americans saw a total eclipse yesterday. Let's go live now to US correspondent Min Burden and Charlotte King in Tampa Bay, Florida for us this morning. Good morning, Charlotte King. We'll have Charlotte King until 10 o'clock on the recording. What do we know this morning, Min Burden and Charlotte King? Okay, Min Burden and Charlotte King, thank you. Metservice is expected to issue a red warning for Westland and Fieldland. Let's bring in Harper Scott, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Harper. What do we know this morning? Why is Metservice expected to issue a heavy rain warning? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. Millions of Americans saw a total eclipse on Monday night. Let's go. Before we get to that, Metservice to issue a heavy red warning after that heavy rain on the west coast, just there. Now, millions of Americans were seen a total eclipse yesterday. Let's go live now to US correspondent Minbedden and Charlotte King until 12 o'clock on the recording. Good morning, Minbedden and Charlotte King. Did you guys see the total eclipse yourself as USA correspondents? So, Minbedden and Charlotte King, did you see the total eclipse yourself as USA correspondents? Okay, Minbedden and Charlotte King, what do we know this morning? What do we know? Did you guys see the total eclipse? Okay, Minbedden and Charlotte King, thank you. Just to repeat in breaking news, a man has died after falling onto the Tongariro Crossing. Let's bring in Harper Scott, who joins me this morning. Good morning, Harper. What do we know? We'll have Harper live until 12:40. Oh, Harper, so how emergency services were called at about 9:30 yesterday morning. So what do we know this morning, Harper? Okay, Harper Scott, thank you. In breaking news, COVID restrictions have been eased in 11 MCR. Let's bring in 11 MCR correspondent Jake Duran. Good morning, Jake. What do the restrictions mean? No mask, no vaccine. Okay, Jake Duran, thank you. And that is your news update for today, April the 10th. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Kia pai tō rā.